for baseball. Today, the South Carolina Gamecocks wrap up the Salute the Troops weekend. They'll play host to Air Force. I'm Dave Weinstein alongside the major leaguer Grayson Greiner. A tough one for South Carolina on Friday against Army. They bounced back yesterday against Navy. Grayson with a complete effort.
Yeah, it's exactly what the doctor ordered. A stress-free 8-0 win. Ant Phillips was phenomenal on the mound, and the offense was really led by the true freshman Will Craddock, who's been dynamic to start the season.
Yeah, Craddock gave South Carolina a spark in the bottom of the first. He led off with his first collegiate home run, Grayson.
Yeah, moved up in the order to the leadoff spot, gets a fastball up in the zone, first at bat of the game, deposits to left, gets a breaking ball later in the game, just continues to look calm, cool, and collected at the plate and show off some really dynamic tools.
He made a sparkling play in the field to rob a midshipman of a base hit. Great all-around game for Craddock. Meanwhile, for Air Force, Ben Neednagel stepping up in his senior season off to a hot start.
Yeah, he's having a tremendous start to the year, hitting .444 on the year, 8 hits and 18 at-bats, a homer and 3 RBIs, 5 walks to only 1 strikeout, exactly what you're looking for at the top of the order, which is where we'll see him here again today.
And getting the Sunday start for South Carolina is the junior right-hander, Brandon Stone.
Yeah, Stone was really solid in his opening weekend start. He'll be 89-93 with a heavy sinker. He's got a slider, a changeup, and cutter. Really needs to mix those pitches well to be successful. A guy that the South Carolina staff is hoping can get deep into the game here on Sunday to give him a good chance to win.
And here is the lineup he will face for the Falcons. Leading off will be the shortstop, Ben Neednagel. Batting second, the center fielder, Caden Bradshaw. Batting third, the designated hitter, Trip Garish. Cleaning up the second baseman, Wyatt Hanoyan. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Christian Taylor. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Brix Burdine. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Luke Elmore. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Landon Boyd. And batting ninth, the catcher, Van Klein. Air Force checks in at 2-4 overall, looking for their first victory of the weekend. They dropped their prior games to Army and Navy. South Carolina 5-2 overall, a split so far. A loss to Army on Friday, a victory over Navy yesterday. Just about ready for first at Founders Park. A cool day today, Grayson. It's sunny, but it's cold the last couple of days.
Yeah, and I think it'll continue to cool off. The shadows will play a factor. The wind will play a factor. Flags over the left field bleachers, blowing hard from left to right.
First pitch ball to Neednagel. He's a senior from Santa Clarita, California. The team's leading hitter so far. Enters today on a 6-game hitting streak to open the season. 1-1 the count on Neednagel. He was 1 for 3 with a sacrifice last night against Army. 1 for 2 with a couple of walks and a couple stolen bases Friday against Navy. One and two. Stone started game 3 against Northern Kentucky last weekend. Gave up 1 run in 4 innings, no walks, 5 strikeouts, 60 pitches, and no decision in his second year with South Carolina. Last year, 15 appearances, 8 starts. That misses outside. Not a big strikeout guy, Grayson. 46 of those in 62 2/3 last season. Opponents hit 298 against him. But when his pitches are low and he's on, the defense works behind him and he gets a lot of ground ball outs.
Yeah, and the jump I'm really looking to see from Stone this year is how he does against lefties. He did phenomenal against righties last year. Lefty splits were a different story, hoping that cutter can maybe get it on the lefty's hands, but you're going to see everything working to the arm side for Stone, which really impacts it as a right-handed hitter, but lefty, it kind of sometimes goes into the fat part of the bat.
Tough at-bat for Neednagel, making Stone work early here. Neednagel began the season with back-to-back multi-hit games against Penn State and Iowa at the MLB Desert Invitational in Phoenix. There's a strikeout for Stone, 1 down. defensive alignment this afternoon for South Carolina. Juhas, Bach, and Evans left to right in the outfield. Harmon's at third, Scobie is at short, Sutter is at second, Hollins is at first, and LeCroy is behind the plate. This is Caden Bradshaw. He takes a strike.
We talked about the wind maybe being a big factor today, Dave. If there's one guy on this staff that may be able to neutralize that wind, it's Brandon Stone. Last year only giving up 6 fly ball outs a game versus 12 ground ball outs. And try and keep it on the ground here today as well.
Someone, when his fastball is up often, he can get into trouble. When it's down, he tends to cruise.
It can be tough.
He's ahead of Bradshaw, 1-2. Caden Bradshaw, sophomore from Dallas, Texas. He's played in every game so far. This is his 5th start. He started in center field last night against Army. He was 1 for 2 with a walk. Had an RBI single in the 7th. Back-to-back strikeouts for Stone, 2 down.
Great start here for Stone. Gets to a 1-2 count, and a chance to work in that slider right. Gets Bradshaw to chase off the plate for quick 2 strikeout.
Trip Garish steps in, the designated hitter. Senior from Belmont, California. I talked about it already, Grayson, the 46 Ks and 62 2/3 last season, but 5 in his first start and already back-to-back. You think he'll be more of a strikeout pitcher this season with a little bit of a change in the arsenal?
Yeah, a little bit of a different pitch mix could certainly help with that. If you've got a guy on the mound that you know is a 2-pitch guy, you're going to be more inclined to make a lot of contact. But if he's able to mix in a cutter and a changeup a bit more this year, we may see some more strikeouts. But that's not his game, and I don't think it ever will be. It'll be weak contact and letting his defense play on ground balls behind him.
There's a strike. He gets ahead of Garish.
That was the cutter right there. It was a good location. Up and into Garish. Opens up a variety of pitches he can go with here, 1-2.
Garish was 1 for 4 with an RBI last night against Army. 0 for 2 with a couple of walks Friday against Navy. The 1-2 to the left side. And he beat it out. A single for Garish. Harmon was the only one over there for the Gamecocks. They were shifting on Garish.
He was playing deep and toward shortstop. I really think even if he doesn't bobble that, I think he would have been safe. He beat that throw by a decent margin.
So a 2-out single for Trip Garish, and now the cleanup hitter, Wyatt Hanoyan. One no the count. Hanoyan, a freshman from Costa Mesa, California. 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for Air Force. They have a lot of freshmen on the roster. 15 of them. That pitch is outside. Hanoyan was 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch last night against Army, so a no contact night, but he reached a couple of times. In fact, he's been hit by a pitch 3 times already this season. Had a tough night Friday against Navy, was 0 for 5, so he's looking for his first hit of the weekend. There's a strike, 3-1 the count on Hanoyan. Garish on first, has 1 stolen base this season. Air Force has run a bit. They're 13 for 15 on the year through 6 games.
He was moving pretty good down the line. As he takes off, it's not going to matter.
A walk for Hanoyan. Air Force looking for a 2-out rally here in the top of the first. They have first and second. The number 5 hitter due up in Christian Taylor. Taylor's a junior from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. One for 4 last night against Army, 1 for 4 with an RBI single and a run against Navy. 1-1. Two and one. Count evens at 2-2. Couple of strikeouts for Stone already. The first and second batters of the game for Air Force. An infield single for Garish, a walk for Hanoyan. Garish leads off second, Hanoyan leads off first. Here's the 2-2. Outside, the count is full.
You're seeing all of Stone's misses right now are outside to the righties and lefties. A lot of times guys that have a ton of horizontal movement, it's just finding that release point. See if he can lock back in here to Taylor.
That one not close, and it gets past LeCroy, but only for a moment. The bases are loaded with Falcons here in the top of the first. An infield single and 2 walks. And LeCroy goes out to have a chat with his right-hander.
It's crazy how fast things can sometimes snowball. You get 2 quick strikeouts. A ball that probably wouldn't even hit 60 miles an hour off the bat. Now you find yourself in a bases loaded situation.
Great opportunity here for Air Force to strike first. Brooks Burdine at the plate. He's the other freshman in the starting lineup. He's from Texas. He's now started 6 of 7 games this season. Bases loaded, 2 down. Burdine doubled last night against Army, was 1 for 4 with a run scored. He also doubled on Friday against Navy. Walked and stole 2 bases in that game against the midshipmen. He got hit. That'll bring in a run. Garish scores. And it's 1-0 Air Force.
It looked to be a cutter right there, and Burdine just holds his ground, gets him right on the back kneecap there to get himself an RBI.
Second RBI of the season for Burdine. Still bases loaded, 2 down. Here's the number 7 hitter, Luke Elmore. He takes a strike. Elmore is a junior from Panama City, Florida. Looking for his first hit of the weekend. He was 0 for 4 last night against Army and 0 for 3 with a walk on Friday against Navy. He's 6 for 25 on the season, but had 5 hits. Check that, 4 hits on opening day, so most of the damage done on opening day for Elmore.
Yeah, Elmore's got some juice in his bat, some good power numbers last year.
Popped up into foul territory. Hollins gives chase. It hits the screen.
You never know when big moments are going to happen in a game, Dave, but this feels like a big moment. Bases loaded, first inning. Stone looking to get out of a jam, and Air Force looking to capitalize.
Back-to-back strikeouts, first 2 outs of the inning. Now it's bases loaded, 2 down, 33 pitches already. And Stone gets out of trouble in the top of the first. Air Force will leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Getting ready for the bottom of the first, 1-0 Air Force on a bases loaded hit by pitch. Taking the mound for the Falcons, junior left-hander from Erie, Colorado. This is Ethan Dillinger.
Yeah, Dillinger making his second start of the year. Went 3 1/3 his first start, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, a couple of walks and 4 strikeouts. He'll be 87 to 89 with a fastball, curveball, and a changeup. Pretty good breaking ball that he's going to try and land early and be able to mix from there.
He pitched pretty well last week for a few innings, then the wheels kind of fell off for him. It was a no decision. Air Force won the game 12-6. Here's the lineup he will face for South Carolina. Leading off once again will be the freshman designated hitter Will Craddock. Batting second, the right fielder Patrick Evans. Batting third, the second baseman Logan Sutter. Cleaning up will be the catcher Talmadge Lecroy, off to a really hot start this season. Batting fifth, the shortstop KJ Scobie. Batting sixth, the third baseman Dawson Harmon. Batting seventh, the first baseman Bo Hollins. Batting eighth, the left fielder Luke Uhas. And batting ninth, the center fielder Tyler Bach. Saw some changes in the lineup yesterday, some more changes today. Maneri continues to shuffle some things around, Grayson, finding the most optimal lineup for this team.
Yeah, trying to find a most efficient lineup, find some cohesion, and giving Craddock back-to-back days here at the top of the order.
Craddock, a multi-hit game yesterday, was 2 for 4, drove in 4. Got the start in the midweek against Gardner Webb, his first collegiate start. Reached base 5 times. High fly ball, right field. Burdine drifting towards the corner, back to the wall. And it's gone. A home run for Craddock. Grayson, that looked like a routine fly ball to right field. It just continued to carry.
Yeah, we were talking about the wind playing havoc, and you know, we were up here earlier, Dave, watching South Carolina outfielders and infielders working on the machine, working on fly balls, and anything in the air to right was just hitting a jet stream and going out. Burdine thought he was camped under that ball, and it just kept carrying.
Well, back-to-back games with a leadoff homer for Will Craddock. We're tied at 1.
Smart hitting, Dave. Find the wind, get it in the air.
One and one the count on Patrick Evans. Junior from Leesville, South Carolina. JUCO transfer from Florence Darlington Tech. Evans 0 for 3 with a walk in yesterday's game. Those are his numbers from last season at the JUCO level. Called strike 3. Dillinger gets Evans looking. In the field this afternoon for the Falcons, left to right in the outfield, it's Taylor, Bradshaw, and Burdine. Boyd's at third, Neednoggles at short, Hanoyans at second, Elmore is at first, and Klein is getting the start behind the plate. Off speed for a strike to Sutter.
Yeah, there's that big breaking ball from Dillinger. He's going to try and land early in the count just like that.
After an early slow start, Grayson, the bat starting to really heat up for Sutter. He's currently hitting .385. He's 5 for 13.
Yeah, he's had a nice weekend. 4 hits and 6 at bats. Pounded a ball off the right center field wall on Friday.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Dillinger, both looking.
That's smart pitching right there from Dillinger. Got Evans and Sutter on the inner half of the plate. Don't think he doesn't know those hitters are in the dugout watching what Craddock just did, lifting the ball the other way. I'd be daring him to try and pull it out of here in the air today with how much the wind is affecting the game. Expect to see a lot of balls in the inner half of the plate.
It's a foul ball off the bat of Talmadge Lecroy. Another multi-hit game yesterday for Lecroy. 2 for 3 with a walk, drove in 2. And those numbers last season were in 17 games, and he was dealing with an injury. He hurt his thumb in the second inning of the first game of the year. Really had trouble handling the bat, and then that hip injury ended his season.
Coach Mainieri told us in the preseason he was unequivocally the best hitter on the team, fall and preseason, and that's carried over here in the first couple weeks of the regular season as well.
He's currently hitting .462, 12 for 26. On base percentage of .533. 3-1 the count on Lecroy. Now the count is full. Coach Mainieri was asked about Talmadge in the postgame yesterday. He just said, fifth-year seniors, they're a different animal, especially kids that have grown in the program. They see everything. And he sees that well. 2-out single for Lecroy. He's aboard.
I feel like I've seen 8 of those exact hits from Lecroy so far this year. It's a fastball out over the plate and just hits a nice solid line drive over the shortstop's head. Continues to find the barrel.
Coach Mainieri said because they've seen everything, Grayson, so their confidence level is just at an all-time high.
Yeah, no
You're
doubt.
seeing that right now with Lecroy.
I mean, the more experience you get playing this game, regardless of level, the easier it gets. Seeing a prime example of that from Lecroy at the plate.
KJ Scobie at the plate. Multi-hit game yesterday. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI. .257 hitter last season. Off to a .375 start this season. 1-1 the count.
Nice changeup right there from Dillinger. He's a guy that's going to try and pitch backwards, 1-0 count. Scobie's looking for a fastball and pulls the string on him right there with a nice changeup down and away.
Check on Lecroy. Does have a stolen base this season. He's 1 for 1. Sophomore from Lakeland, Florida, KJ Scobie. Takes ball 2. Count evens at 2-2. Scobie's 0 for 5 on Friday against Army. Had a tough game, but bounced back with that multi-hit performance yesterday against Navy. Drives one out to left center field. And the center fielder, Bradshaw, will retire Scobie. But South Carolina ties the game. Another leadoff homer for Craddock. It's 1-1. Second season as the head coach for South Carolina. Previous stops at Air Force, Notre Dame, LSU, where he won a national championship. He was at Air Force from 1989 to 1994. He closed his 6 seasons with a record of 152 and 158. He was the first Air Force coach to win 20 or more games in 6 consecutive seasons. It's got to be special for him, Grayson, today to take on his former team. He has a lot of affection for Air Force and the time he spent there.
Yeah, I know he was excited for this entire weekend, probably none more so than this game against his former team. And got to bring back a lot of emotions for him.
Landon Boyd at the plate. Third baseman is a senior from Parker, Colorado. This is his second start of the season.
Only 4 at-bats on the year, but 2 home runs from Landon Boyd. Got some power in the bat.
Yeah, he's a threat. Didn't play last night against Army, but got his first start of the season on Friday against Navy, and he homered against the midshipmen. Stone strikes out Boyd. 4 strikeouts for Brandon Stone.
Yeah, nice little changeup right there from Stone. Good sequence to get Boyd. Starts the second here the same way he started the first with a swinging strikeout.
You got Neednagel and Bradshaw on strikes in the first, then give an infield single to Garish. A walk, hit by pitch. It was 1-0, and got out of trouble with a strikeout of Elmore. That's how the top of the first went. For an easier second, this is the number 9 hitter, Van Klein. Klein's the backup catcher. He's a junior from Flower Mound, Texas. Making his 3rd start of the season, his 4th game played. He's 1 for 7 with a couple of walks at the plate on the season. All right, back to Stone. Throw was low, but handled by Hollins. It's a 2 down, top of the lineup, and Neednagel. Neednagel, a strikeout victim his first time up. Goes the other way, foul. Neednagel currently hitting .421. He's been their most effective hitter so far, and so they decide to lead him off. He's also one of their top defenders. Lee pounces on that, fires to first. And it's a 1-2-3 second for Brandon Stone. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Air Force and South Carolina tied at 1. Plowski, the head coach for Air Force in his 16th season, is the all-time wins leader at Air Force, known as Coach Kaz. 1991 graduate of the Air Force Academy. He's the first Academy graduate to become head baseball coach. He retired from active duty in 2011 after 20 years of service. That's a foul ball. Harmon will head back to the plate. As a player, Kaz was a 2-time All-WAC selection, led the Falcons in batting in 1989 and 1991, still ranks among the top 10 in 7 offensive categories. He played for Paul Maneri, Grayson, was an assistant coach for Maneri as well in the mid-90s. After leaving the academy in 1995, he moved to South Carolina, went to Charleston Air Force Base as a C-17 pilot, Had a few stints as an assistant coach at Air Force, was kind of back and forth between Charleston and Colorado Springs. In 2008, he was inducted into the Airlift Squadron Hall of Fame in Charleston.
Yeah, he's got such a cool story and incredible journey. Obviously a massive thank you to Coach Kaz for his service.
And it runs in the family as a son and a daughter graduated from the academy.
Yeah.
0-2 the count on Dawson Harmon. One and two. Harmon had a multi-hit game yesterday against Navy. Was 2 for 4 with an RBI. No hits on Friday against Army, but did walk twice. That's well hit, headed towards the gap. Harmon will stretch this into a double as it rolls up against the wall. A leadoff double in the bottom of the second for Dawson Harmon.
You saw Harmon foul off a couple to the pull side there, gets a fastball down and in, shoots the gap out there in left center. Good start to his day.
Third double of the season for Dawson Harmon, and a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Bo Hollins. Bo back in the starting lineup today. Didn't see him at all on Friday against Army. Saw him yesterday, pinch hit against Navy. It was Craddock who got the start at first base in both of those games. Hollins at first today, Craddock DHing. Of course, Air Force throwing out a lefty, so Reese Moore getting the day off,
Yeah,
at least for
another,
now.
Another righty bat in the lineup, obviously, with Bo being a switch hitter.
Up the middle and through. Harmon headed home, the throw's offline. An RBI for Bo Hollins, who's all the way to third. Welcome back to the starting lineup, Bo Hollins.
Yeah, Bo's been scuffling a little bit. We saw his chops last year. Gets a pitch up in the zone he can handle. You know, with a runner on second, nobody out. The only thing you don't want to do is pull the ball, use the big part of the field, and does a great job reading the throw. He's able to get all the way to third base easily to set his teammate Juhas up with a good opportunity here as well.
They give Hollins a RBI single, so he advanced to the second on the throw and to third on the throwing error. Meeting on the mound for Air Force. 2-1 Carolina, a runner on third, nobody out.
That was one thing to watch today, Dave, when we talked to Coach Maneri. Said Bo was feeling a little more pain with his right-handed swing than left-handed swing.
Right.
That was prior to opening day, so hopefully Bo's completely back, full health, and gets himself a nice RBI single there to start his day.
Yes. A little bit of an injury to his non-throwing shoulder. And he felt better. He came back for those last inter squads and looked really good.
Yeah.
Just had a little bit of trouble at the start of the season, but coming through there for South Carolina, driving in Harmon. 1-1 the count on Juhas. Juhas, transfer from Louisiana, hitting even 300. He's 3 for 10 on the season. Behind one. Did not see Juhas on Friday. We saw him yesterday. He pinch hit, stayed in the game. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He was off the bench on Wednesday as well against Gardner Webb. A nice night against the Running Bulldogs, 2 for 4 with a run scored.
He came in that game early in like the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Lefty on the mound, they immediately pulled him. He got quite a few at-bats against righties and had himself a good night.
Yesterday he came into the game in the 5th. They really like his back racing against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think that'll be a common theme throughout the year. Seeing him get a lot of opportunities against left-handers.
That drifts foul. He started 32 games last season for the Raging Cajuns. Was a .320 hitter, 6 homers and 26 runs batted in. Chop to third. Boyd charges. His only play at first. A nice pick made at first by Elmore, but it gets the job done as Hollins scores, give Juhas an RBI.
A nice job right there from Hollins as well. Ball's not hit very hard. Third baseman's playing back. Right when he sees that chopper, he's off. Any hesitation there, Boyd may go home with it, but gets his teammate RBI ground out.
So now the base is empty for Tyler Bach. Nagel throws out Bach, 2 down. Back to the top of the order, and Will Craddock. Yesterday's game, leadoff homer in the first, a 2-run double in the 3rd. He had a sac fly in the 6th. This is looped fair. Another hit for Craddock. He's headed for 2. A double for Craddock. Mirroring, yesterday's performance, Grayson, where he homered in the 1st and then doubled in the 3rd.
Yeah, I mean,
Here it's a homer in the 1st and a double in the 2nd.
Just very advanced as a true freshman. He knows what the wind is doing. He's not trying to get too big and pull off the ball. He's trying to get a pitch up in the zone he can handle and shoot it the other way, which is exactly what he does, and gets himself a 2-out double.
2-out RBI opportunity for Patrick Evans. Evans struck out his first time up. He's 0 for Craddock, red hot to start his collegiate career. Leads off second. Check swing foul. Evans set the single season hits record for Florence Darlington Tech with 86. On his way to a .453 season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 2nd. Fouled off. Dillinger with 2 strikeouts so far, looking for a 3rd here, trying to get out of the 2nd. Instead, the count is full. He was 2nd on the team in strikeouts last season, 40 Ks and 37 2/3. Evans rips that into left. Headed towards the corner. That scores Craddock. An RBI double for Patrick Evans. It's 4-1 South Carolina.
Yeah, Evans continues to do a great job with 2 strikes. It's a fastball up that he can handle. Doesn't do a whole lot with his load, just foot down, short swing. Finds himself another barrel.
He will knock Dillinger out of the game as Air Force will make a pitching change. Here in the bottom of the second, we'll take a break. South Carolina off to a hot start at the plate. They lead Air Force 4-1. Coach Kaz takes out his starter. Here in the bottom of the second, with South Carolina leading 4-1. Runner on second and 2 down. The new pitcher for Air Force will be Bowen Brantingham. He's a junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Big guy, Grayson, 6'5", 225.
Yeah, he looks every bit of it out there on the mound. Looks like we're gonna have a bit of a delay here, Dave. I saw home plate umpire Zach Neff walking out to the left center field tunnel. Saw the umpires talking with Coach Kaz. Not sure what the situation is.
Kaz had a chat with another one of our umpires. Our umpiring crew today is Zach Neff behind the plate, Kevin Elzy's at first, Jason Millsaps at second, Justin Robinson is at third. And there's a pause in the action because of a pitching change. Now a longer pause.
Looks like they may be coming to have a chat with Coach Maneri.
You didn't notice anything, right, Grayson?
I just saw Zach Neff walking out towards left center field, and the umpires having a chat with Coach Kaz. Now Brantingham and his catcher Klein are over there talking.
While they figure this out, we will take a break. Still bottom of the second. South Carolina leads Air Force 4-1. Well, just a quick update as everyone's currently off the field. Our home plate umpire had to exit, not sure why. Grayson, could be illness, could be an injury, don't want to speculate, but the pause is because another umpire has to get geared up.
Yeah.
And so we wait for that.
Yeah, I didn't see any sort of deflection or anything. Perhaps an illness. Saw Corey Barton heading out there, but looks like we're going to use this time to salute the troops.
Yeah, they've done this after 2. The prior games against Army and Navy. South Carolina started the tradition where they would salute the troops, and each home game, whether it was a Sunday and then moved to Saturday, they would do a salute to service and honor a service member for his duty, and the team would come out and shake that service member's hand. And this weekend they're shaking the hands of all the members of the Army, Navy, and Air Force teams, and I think it's terrific. They decided to do that,
obviously
show their respect for what these college athletes go through at these military academies. It's just a little more than what your average student athlete has to go through.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're competitors on the field today, but the amount of gratitude that South Carolina players have and college players all over the country have for the service members, getting to see that handshake line all 3 games this weekend has been really, really cool.
They they continue to get this sorted out, another umpire gets geared up. We're going to take another break. Hopefully we'll have baseball from Founders Park when we come back. Looks like we're ready to continue the bottom of the second with a new home plate umpire. We'll be down an umpire. Crew of 3 the rest of the way, Grayson.
Started with 4, obviously, and a couple of field umpires will have to adjust and move around as necessary. Long wait for Bowen Brantingham. Came in, got fully loose, and had to go sit over there for probably 10 minutes.
Hadn't thrown a pitch yet. That was his first. 1-0 the count on Sutter. Runner on second, 2 down. Sutter struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Had a 3 for 3 day yesterday against Navy. Fly ball center field. Bradshaw back. Will make the play. And South Carolina will leave 1, but they get 3, and we'll head to the top of the 3rd. It's 4-1 Gamecocks. South Carolina leads Air Force 4-1. Air Force got 1 in the top of the 1st, but it's been all Carolina since. What looked like a routine fly ball to right, aided by the wind. It carried out the 2nd home run of the season for Will Craddock. 2 straight games, Grayson, with leadoff homers.
Yeah, I think he earned the one yesterday, just a little bit more. He'll take it either way. And a lot of quality at bats thus far here today. Give the Gamecocks a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 3rd. I mean, that ball went straight up. I'm sure the freshman will take it either way.
Tough luck for Dillinger, who was pulled after an inning and 2/3. Brandon Stone still on the mound for South Carolina. Tossed a 1-2-3 second. Looking to do the same here in the 3rd. Number 2 hitter at the plate, Caden Bradshaw. Bradshaw, a strikeout victim his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Didn't start on Friday against Navy, but started yesterday against Army. And a couple of runs batted in on opening day against Penn State. He's 2 for 4 against the Nittany Lions. After starting only 5 games last year as a freshman, seeing more action in his sophomore season. The 1-2. Grounded foul.
It's also a long break for Brandon Stone. We had a game last year, Dave, where it was like a 3-hour break and he came back out. So I don't think this break was really too much.
That was the Florida game.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I think it was like a 3-hour rain delay, and he came back out.
One just misses. Lightning delays over and over again. Kept having to extend it. Florida's starter did not come back in.
No.
He was unhappy that he was pulled because of the delay. Bradshaw will reach. Another infield single for Air Force. Both hits they have so far, Grayson, infield singles.
Yeah, ball hasn't left the infield yet here off Stone. A couple infield singles to 3rd base, tapper bat to Stone in the 2nd, and a swinging, or a bunt, excuse me, Lee Croy threw Neednoggle out on.
Big cut from Garish. Garish had the other infield single. That was in the 1st. He scored Air Force's only run. Now hitting .280. 1 home run on the season. Garish, someone who does a good job of barreling when he gets his pitch. He's a presence in the box. Coach told me he does a good job in the weight room. Pass to diving Harmon. Back-to-back singles for Air Force. They've got 2 on and nobody out.
That's a great job right there from Garish. Sinker moving away from him. Doesn't pull off that pitch at all, keeps his chest on it. Shoots it right past the diving Harmon.
Here's Hanoyan. He walked back in the first. Freshman started his career with back-to-back multi-hit games. Opening day against Penn State was 2 for 4 with a walk. Hit a 2-run double. Then the second game of the season against Iowa, he was 2 for 3 with a walk, 2-run single and a double. He's a spark for this team, brings a lot of energy. They're hitting Hanoyan in the cleanup spot. Freshman batting 4th and 6th in the lineup for Air Force. Grounded foul. Hanoyan, one of 15 newcomers for Air Force this season, all true freshmen. Of course, they can't participate in the transfer portal or NIL.
Three service academies we're seeing this weekend. Obviously a different playing field than most college baseball, but find a way to make it work well for them.
Harmon to second for 1, on a first. Not in time, Hanoyan beats it out. They get the force at second, it'll be runners at the corners and 1 down.
Yeah, that ball just not hit hard enough for Harmon to be able to turn 2. Good job securing the out at second.
So an opportunity here for Christian Taylor. First and third, 1 down, double play still in order for Stone, who gets a lot of them.
Yeah, expect a heavy dose of sinkers early right there. Trying to induce another one.
Taylor walked in the first. One and 1 the count. 49 games, 47 starts last season for Taylor. He hit .295, 3 homers and 40 driven in his sophomore season. Falls behind 1 and 2.
Stone may take a shot at the strikeout here with the 1. He's unable to get him, go right back to that sinking. And take a shot with a slider here.
Does have 4 Ks.
Little cutter.
Bradshaw leads off third, Hanoyan off first. Runner goes from first, the throw from Lecroy. Got him. He throws out Hanoyan.
I was about to say, I thought that was a strike, Dave. It was delayed call. Great throw from Lecroy. Looked like a strike the whole way. It's where you got to throw to give yourself a chance right there. Low into the second base side. Sutter applies the tag as we head to the bottom of the third, 4-1 South Carolina.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play to close out the top of the third.
There's the strikeout call. No better feeling in the world as a catcher when you release it and you know it's going to be a caught stealing. Good pick out there by Sutter. See, everyone's a little confused. They didn't know the home plate umpire rung them up, but nice job by LeCroy.
He's leading things off here in the bottom of the third. We've gone over his story from last year several times. Since he's come back, Coach Mainieri said he's so focused and such a leader. Everyone looks up to him, works really hard, in better shape than he's ever been in. And he just feels like he's the leader of the team. He wants to catch all the time. He led the team in the fall, the preseason, doing great things now. Coach Mainieri said when he's in there, our team's at its best. He's behind the plate and batting cleanup, Grayson.
Yeah, he's a grinder, and I would expect as long as he stays healthy, we'll get to see him behind the dish a lot this year, especially if he keeps hitting 481.
He singled his first time up. Now 13 for 27 on the season. Five of those extra base hits. He has 3 doubles, 2 homers. He's driven in 7. Two and 2 the count on LeCroy. After the switch of home plate umpire, when he's back behind the plate, Grayson has to work with a little bit of a different strike zone now.
Yeah. You go into a game with your umpire report and develop a rapport and relationship with that guy, obviously having to restart from the beginning. And as you said, both defensively and offensively, learn what he likes to call.
That's past a diving Boyd. Another multi-hit game for Talmadge LeCroy.
His bat to ball skills right now are phenomenal. You rarely see him swing and miss thus far in the season. Gets a little sinker inside corner. Finding a lot of barrels right now.
Here's Scobie.
Great block.
I was just gonna say, it's a good block by Klein. It got away for a moment, but LeCroy remains at first.
A little snot rocket right there from Klein.
It's a cold day.
That's right.
Nose gets stuffed up. I was chatting with assistant coach Tyler Dawson before the game. Grayson asked him about Klein because we haven't seen much of him.
Yeah.
Called him, good catcher in high school, but his maturity has skyrocketed, and he's someone who can really, manipulate things behind the plate.
Yeah, you can see his chops behind the plate. Great.
Oh, what a play! Panoyan robs Scobie.
We've seen a couple great diving plays by second baseman here this weekend. Ended the game on Friday against Army. Annoying right there.
Scobie was robbed yesterday by Navy's shortstop, Henry Mitchell.
He was robbed on Friday, too. Remember that ball up against the left field wall?
That's right.
Yeah. Some tough luck here this weekend.
Yeah. Scobie robbed in all 3 games. Did have the multi-hit game yesterday, though, despite being robbed.
Keep finding barrels and doing good things. It'll all even out.
Dawson Harmon doubled his first time up, scored a run. 0-2 the count on Harmon. There goes LeCroy. Throw from Klein. Got him. One catcher throws out another.
LeCroy thinks he was in there.
South Carolina is challenging the rolling of out at second base. The play is under further review.
It's all going to depend on where this tag is. In live action, I thought the foot got in there first. Let's see from this angle. Unless he can keep the tag applied, it looks like the foot gets in there first. I got safe. What do you got, Dave?
I agree with you. The foot got in first. Does he come off the bag there?
He does, but
while he's tagging the arm?
It didn't look like the tag stayed
If
applied.
it was for a brief second.
Yeah.
Air Force looking for the strike him out, throw him out, just like South Carolina got the top half of the inning.
Yep.
Harmon was called out on strikes.
LeCroy's looking up at the video board.
The wind is really whipping here at Founders Park. Grayson's notes flying everywhere inside our booth.
I lost him. I'll get him. A long review here.
LeCroy's hoping for his second stolen base of the season.
Here's the Hawkeye look. Here's what the Hawkeye's looking at.
Let's see if we can get a closer look here, Grayson.
The foot is certainly in there before the tag. It's on there. It's a matter of whether he's touching the foot still right there, because neither foot's on the bag. From that angle, you can't tell if it's touching that right cleat or not.
So we're about to get word.
After review, the runner is out. South Carolina has one challenge remaining.
Oh, strike him out, throw him out in the top of the third. Now Air Force returns the favor, Grayson.
Yeah, great throw right there from Klein, and able to nab LeCroy at second as we head to the top of the fourth. 4-1.
On a windy day at Founders Park, South Carolina will go to the bullpen. They get 3 innings from the starter, Brandon Stone, and turn it over to the left-hander, Grayson. This is Logan Prisco.
Yeah, Prisco's been solid in his first couple of appearances. This will be his third on the year. 3 1/3 inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. See his numbers from last season. Guy that wasn't talked about a ton in the preseason and really caught the eye of the staff. He'll be 88 to 92 with a fastball, a breaking ball, and a changeup. Look for that breaking ball to really be his go-to out pitch.
The numbers that you saw were at the junior college level. He's a JUCO transfer from Florence Darlington Tech. He's out of Selden, New York on Long Island. And he'll deal with 6, 7, and 8 for the Falcons, starting with Brooks Burdine. Who attacks the first pitch. This could be trouble. It's a foul ball. Burdine has an RBI. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the top of the first. Second run batted of the season for Burdine, who had a really nice college debut on opening day against Penn State. Was 3 for 4 with a couple of walks. Reached base 5 times in his college debut, much like Will Craddock did for South Carolina against Gardner-Webb on Wednesday. Pretty highly rated guy coming out of Texas. Already in his high school Hall of Fame. Ran track there as well. 0-2 the count on Burdine. Lays off.
Let's go, Brooks. Birdie, keep going.
Burdine 5 for 15 at the plate this season, hitting .333.
On this pitch here. I'm 2-8.
Oh, lunging Scobie takes care of Burdine.
Scobie kind of comes in on this one and has to retreat back one step in. Luckily wasn't hit overly hard. I think one of the biggest questions coming into the year, Dave, was what left-handed pitcher was going to step up out of the bullpen. A lot of new faces, and I've liked what I've seen so far from Prisco, Hudson Lee, Dudley, Valentin.
They have a lot of them.
Yeah, all new faces and all the lefties from last year's bullpen obviously off to new places.
6 left-handed pitchers listed on the roster. One of them, Cromer, is redshirting. He's a two-way player. But they'll have 5 that they can go to this season. The plate. In the hole 0-2. He struck out his first time up. That was against Brandon Stone. Nicknamed Elmo.
Very nice, good boy. Keep going.
He's a utility guy, learned first base last year. Another one who's pretty good in the weight room. He's a picking machine over there at first. We already saw one in this game. That's chop foul.
Hey, Birdie.
1-2 the count on Elmore. Two and two. Here's that left-handed pitching depth you were talking about, Grayson. All these transfers coming in.
Yeah, a lot coming in. The main thing is we didn't know what they would be at this level for some of them, and that was one of my big questions coming in. I've really liked what I've seen. The main thing I like is a lot of strike throwers, guys that know how to pitch. You know, you look at some of the righty relievers and Russell, Marlatt, guys that we know, the left-handed side, all newcomers.
It's unfortunate for South Carolina, maybe the
biggest left-handed
biggest
pitcher.
left-hander they have. Their projected ace this season, Jake McCoy, out for the year.
He was poised for a huge year. Threw the ball incredible up in the Cape. Hate to see the injury he sustained.
That one misses. A one-out walk for Elmore. He'll take first. So 1-on-1 down. Here's Landon Boyd. Boyd with good power, a couple of homers already this season. Left on left matchup, but flags howling out to right. Already saw a wind-aided home run favor of the Gamecocks earlier in this one. One-on-one the count.
Here, Lando, attack, Lando!
Elmore, your runner at first.
We got time, we got time. We got time.
South Carolina with a 4-1 lead here in the top of the fourth. Off speed misses, 2-1.
Frisco's just missing right now, maybe nibbling a hair. Get back to doing what he does well and pounding the zone.
Popped up. Scobie. It'll be Scobie. Two down.
Nice job right there from Scobie. They were working on that pregame, high fly balls in this wind. Loudly calls off his third baseman to secure the second out.
So now it's the number 9 hitter, Van Klein. First to check on the runner at first, Elmore. Klein did not play last night against Army. He was off the bench on Friday against Navy, 0 for 1 in that one. Did have a couple starts in the season opening tournament in Arizona. Started against UConn and Kansas State. Had a 2-run single against the UConn Huskies. Was 1 for 3 with a walk, sacrificed, a couple driven in. That was a nice win for Air Force. High fly ball left field. This will stay in the park. Uhas battles the wind, takes care of Klein, and Air Force will leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Carolina leads 4-1. Not so much for Air Force. Air Force did bring in 15 freshmen. Sophomores and seniors, pretty close there, especially senior class. Differences in the freshmen and the juniors. South Carolina brings in some older players, Grayson. More power bats, power arms, that's what they were looking for. And for Air Force, they replenished the system with 15 freshmen.
Yeah, we've seen that as a common theme throughout the weekend with the service academies. Obviously, their staff knows some of their constraints as far as limited access to the transfer portal.
Hollins batting from the left side, goes the other way. And leads off the bottom of the fourth with his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, this is kind of what Bo looked like last year. Shooting base hits all over the field from both sides of the plate. Smoked one up the middle from the right side earlier and gets a first pitch fastball the other way.
Here's Luke Uhas. RBI ground out his first time up. Uhas had a really good fall. We thought coming out of the fall, Grayson, maybe he'd be an everyday guy. Still, of course, in the conversation for that, but looking a little more platoon-oriented as he tends to kill left-handed pitching, as throughout his career.
I think unless one guy really separates themselves, we may see some of that platoon as Gamecocks head into conference play.
Strong guy, has a lot of power. Brantingham strikes out Uhas. One down here in the fourth.
Nasty sinker right there from Brantingham. 24.2 inches of horizontal break. That ball's moving 2 feet inside towards Uhas. It's kind of an awkward swing right there. Really nice two-seam fastball.
Here's Tyler Bach. Swings the first pitch, grounds to second. Nice play made by Hanoyan. And they turn two. 4-6-3. Air Force is out of the bottom of the fourth. We'll head to the fifth. It's 4-1, Carolina. There's a flight simulator in right field. Air Force brought it with them. I'll tell you someone who's been on a real flight, Grayson. That's Paul Mainieri. This will take us back to 2015 when Coach Mainieri checked something off his bucket list. While coaching at LSU, he flew with the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. In an F-16 fighter jet, he was fitted in a flight suit, attended briefings about the effects of G-forces, learned about flight and ejection procedures, went on a 45-minute demonstration flight, was awed by the experience. Of course, he was the baseball coach at Air Force from '89 to '94. He coached 23 players who became active pilots in the U.S. Air Force. He said after that, you just don't get an appreciation for it until you're actually up there. It was a joyride for him, but he said when you think about all the brave men and women in the Air Force and the duties they have to perform on these flights while engaged in combat, just blows my mind. They did a series of maneuvers, including inverted flight. Mainieri just said, good Lord for these people that are in our military and the things they do for us. We can enjoy things we do like baseball because of the courageous men and women of our armed services.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to have to ask Coach Mainieri about that, if he was scared or excited or what his feelings were, but something I think I'd love to do.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you go out to Shaw Air Force Base in Sumter and watch some of the tricks those pilots can do. Couldn't imagine being in the cockpit for one.
Coach Mainieri got up there.
I'm going to have to ask him about it for sure.
One and one the count on Ben Neednagel. He's 0 for 2. Prisco gets ahead. Count evens at 2-2. Neednagel has a home run this season. He homered against Kansas State at the MLB Desert Invitational in Arizona. This is his second season as a full-time starter. Last year he started 50 of 51 games played. Fouls that back. Last year he hit .247, 1 home run and 26 runs batted in. But off to a hot start. Currently hitting an even .400. Chop to the right side. Hollins ranges over, flips to Prisco, who beats Neednagel to the bag.
Nice job right there from Prisco getting over there. Quick reaction. Ball to the right side. Catcher Lee Corey yelling, get over, and Prisco able to get him by a half a step.
Wins the race against the leadoff man.
Yep.
Not easy to do. Bradshaw fouls one off. He's 1 for 2. Now I'm matching you, Grayson. My papers went flying. One and one the count. Bradshaw, a sophomore, made his college debut last year at an SEC school. Air Force opened last season at Florida. And he got his first college hit a few days later at another SEC school, Vanderbilt. Played a summer ball this past summer in the Alaska Baseball League. You ever been out there?
I have not. One of the few states I've not been to.
Past Prisco, charging is Scobie. No chance. Another infield hit for Air Force.
That's their third one of the.
Yeah, a couple off Stone. Bradshaw, multi-hit game, 2 for 3. Garish at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Scored a run in the first. 2 of the 4 hits for Air Force. Fouls that back.
Prisco's missed with a couple breaking balls this inning up in the zone. Got an 0-2 count here. See if he tries to bury one against Garish.
High fly ball, left field. Into the seats in foul territory. Garish has 1 home run this season so far. It was against UConn in that MLB Desert Invitational. The only Falcon to start all 54 games last year, primarily at designated hitter. That's a spot today, that pitch up high. Last year hit .299, 5 homers and 35 runs batted in. High on base percentage, .438 as he led the team in walks, 41 of those.
Big old open stance.
Come on, Trip. Here we go, Tad. Let's go, Trip.
A low squat into his legs, low hand set.
Up the middle. Back-to-back hits for the Falcons. They'll have first and second with 1 down, and as Bradshaw gets back safely.
It's another one of those breaking balls that Prisco's just having a hard time getting down. Threw one 0-2 that got fouled away, threw another one 0-2 that was way up, and then left that one kind of middle right there to Garish.
Might notice that their uniforms say Space Force today, Grayson. Every Air Force team has a Space Force uniform, every athletic program at Air Force. They're all wearing it this season. Air Force wearing it 1 game over the weekend as we have a meeting on the mound for South Carolina. Coach Rooney comes out to have a chat with Prisco.
I've seen a lot of teams wearing black pants this year, Dave. Northern Kentucky had them, Gardner-Webb had them.
Yeah.
We got Air Force here today.
I mean, as long as it's not a hot sunny day,
Yeah.
then you're in trouble. Yeah, it says Space Force on the front, and on the back, it says Semper Supra, which is Latin for always above. That's the motto of the Space Force. .34 pitches so far for Prisco in relief of Stone. Stone through 62.
I think Coach Rooney just probably telling him you're doing a great job getting ahead. A little more quality pitches there with 2 strikes.
The cleanup hitter, the freshman Hanoyan.
Let's go, boys. Here we go, boys. Let's go, boys.
To the left side, Scobie. It's off his glove. And Bradshaw coming home. And RB Wyatt Hanoyan. Second run on the board for Air Force.
Yeah, first time we've seen Hanoyan today from the right side. He's not waiting around. Scobie shaded up the middle, double play depth. Just out of his reach.
So the freshman comes through for Air Force. And now it's Coach Maneri to the mound. South Carolina will make a pitching change. Prisco exits. We'll take a break. Tell you about the new Gamecocks pitcher when we come back. Right-hander Zach Russell.
Yeah, Russell's been solid through his first 2 appearances. 3 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Will be low to mid-90s with the fastball, cutter, slider, and a changeup. Looking to really make that jump from his freshman to his sophomore year. Probably get some more opportunities in high leverage situations this year as well.
It's the first appearance of the weekend for Russell, who earned the win in relief on Wednesday against Gardner-Webb. 2 on, 1 down, and Christian Taylor at the plate. Taylor walked in the first, struck out in the third. Junior from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. I mentioned that Russell earned the win against Gardner-Webb in relief on Wednesday, 2 1/3, scoreless with 3 strikeouts. His first appearance was against Northern Kentucky. Toss a score. He's ahead 1-2.
Russell will mix in both a 4-seam and a 2-seam. His last 2 right there, 4 seams. The first pitch, a 2-seam sinker in on the hands. He's got some juice in his right arm, though.
Going the other way is Taylor. It drops in front of Evans. Garish will stop at third, and the bases are loaded for the Falcons. 4 straight singles. Bradshaw, Garish, Hanoyan, and Taylor.
The Air Force doing a great job this inning with 2 strikes, another 2-strike hit. Taylor not trying to do too much. Shoots that ball to right field.
Opportunity now for Brooks Burdine to tie the game or do even more. Hit by a pitch in the first. It was with the bases loaded, so he has an RBI. Lined out in the 4th. Gonna do damage here in the 5th. Bases loaded, 1 down. Fly ball short left. Scobie makes the play. That's what Russell needed.
Big time. Yeah, bases loaded, 1 out. Gets really weak contact right there. And love to get another one right here as well.
And leaves it up to Elmore. Struck out in the first, walked in the 4th. .93 from Russell.
Nice sink right there on that one. Down in the zone. Not going to get beat very often right there.
Oh, and 2 the count. Bases loaded, 2 down. Top of the 5th. Air Force trails by 2. Won't chase. Elmore had 4 runs batted in on opening day against Penn State. That wasn't a career high, though. He had a 6 RBI game last season against New Mexico. He strikes out here. Russell gets Elmore, and Air Force will leave the bases loaded. Zach Russell, Grayson, getting the job done for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, he really does. Gave up the single, his first batter, gets a weak pop out to Scobie, and a nice cutter right there off the plate to leave this game 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
The freshman Craddock continues to be a spark, Grayson, for South Carolina.
He really does. have a feeling this guy's going to go on to leave the yard quite a bit in his career here. That might be the easiest one he gets in his career, but sticks with his approach, shoots that one down the right field line. Love the way he plays. I was watching the game on TV yesterday. There was one inning where he laid out like 3 or 4 times in a row on a ground ball, play down the line. He didn't make the play. Plays with a lot of energy and obviously a lot of talent.
Coach Maneri said, I decided to put him in the leadoff spot, top of the order. I know that probably surprised a lot of people when they saw that. Probably the largest leadoff hitter out there. But he mentioned that earlier in the preseason, Will was playing with the backup team. I wanted him to get him some more at-bats, so I let him off in one of the games. And ironically, against Amp, he had a first-pitch home run off of Amp, like 430 feet. So he said, I always had in the back of my mind that maybe if the time was ever right, I didn't think it would be this early in the season. The young kid trying to get his feet wet in college baseball, but he's so unique, very gifted. Besides leading off the game and hitting one out, you know, when the lineup turns over, there he is at the beginning of the order again. So he gets more at-bats and maybe more situations, and certainly rose to the occasion yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, baseball's changed a lot over the years. It used to be your leadoff man was kind of your fast contact guy, but a lot of major league teams now will put their best hitter at the leadoff so they can get more at-bats over the course of the season.
Gets ahead in the count, 3-1. Flags continue to whip out to right.
Come on, Bowen. Here we go, Bowen.
Count is full on Craddock. He's 8 for 13 on the season. That's 615. Strikeout victim here. One down in the 5th.
That's an excellent pitch right there from Branningham. Runs that sinker, starts it middle in and runs it in off the plate. Those long arms of Craddock, I feel his pain. It's hard to get the barrel of that pitch with long arms.
Brings up Patrick Evans, who's 1 for 2. The hit was an RBI double in the 2nd. Takes inside. Good eye, 2-0. Evans from Florence Darlington Tech against Brantingham. 3-0. Helped the Stingers to back-to-back JUCO World Series appearances in 2024 and 25. Nearby Lexington High School. Four-pitch walk. So he's aboard for the 2nd time today. Logan Sutter 2 up. Sutter's been interesting. Grayson began the season batting 9th, though he was the preseason All-American on the roster. Was out of the lineup for a bit. Now he's hitting 3rd.
He's had a good weekend, and Evans takes off.
It's a stolen base for Patrick Evans.
Looks like we're gonna...
Air Force is challenging the ruling of safe at second base. The rule is under further review.
We're gonna have another challenge.
We were wrong on the last one, Dave. Let's see if we get a better look at this one. Oh, I think he's going to be out. I think this angle will give us a better look at it. Yeah.
Threw it right into the
Well, that's really what
dive of Evans.
That's really what catchers are taught to do now, is miss low and up the second base side, because your middle infielder can just put the tag on his leg or his hip before they get the hand of the bag. It used to be you were taught, you know, throw it on the bag waist high, but not taught that anymore. It should be a fairly expedited review.
Klein's already thrown out one Gamecock. Might have another.
Talked about his defensive prowess. We've seen him block a couple tough balls and make some good throws to second.
Coach Dawson, one of the assistant coaches for Air Force, told me he's just the ultra defensive catcher on the team.
After review, the runner is safe. They retain both challenges.
Wow. Grayson, you're 0 for 2, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta hang him up, I guess. I must be missing something. Now there's a
Correction, the runner is out. They retain both reviews.
Redemption, Grayson, you're 1 for 2.
I get to stay. Thank you.
And here comes Coach Maneri. He does not like the correction on the call.
Yeah, he's got the right to be mad once you call him safe. I mean, but not sure what happened on that with the umpiring crew.
Sometimes you just say the wrong thing, Grayson. Yeah. I know a little bit about that. So 2 down, nobody on. Sutter at the plate. Mentioned moving up to the 3 spot. Coach Maneri said now he's becoming the hitter that we thought we were recruiting, Grayson. Just hadn't seen it yet.
Seen this weekend from Sutter. Kind of just sits back on that back leg.
Sutter played 47 games for the Boilermakers at first base last year. 1 at third. He's second base this season for South Carolina. Second team All Big Ten last season. He hit 367. That's pop foul. 15 homers, 62 runs batted in. A lot of power off the bat of Sutter. 2-2 the count on the Carolina second baseman. Caught, strike 3. Brantingham strikes out 2 Gamecocks in the 5th. We'll go to the 6th in a 2-run game. Got a similar graphic each of the last 2 games, one for Army Cadet, one for a Navy midshipman. Those were more specific towards an actual player on the team. This one a little more general, but still gives you an idea of the day in the life of an Air Force Academy cadet. It's not easy, Grayson.
It is not. It is extremely disciplined down to the minute. It's a full day's work right there. And a lot on these guys.
You say to the minute, breakfast over at 07:23. Not 25,
Not
23,
24.
you're out of there.
Yep.
That one's fouled off. Landon Boyd at the plate. Boyd is 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd. High fly ball. Bach lost the cap but makes the play. Surprised we haven't seen more Caps fly off in this one. The wind today, temperatures dropping too, now into the 40s.
A lot of times you'll see the wind fluctuate throughout the day. It's been steady the entire day.
Van Klein, the catcher, the number 9 hitters at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Zach Russell still on the mound for South Carolina. Third pitcher of the day for the Gamecocks. It was Stone, then Prisco. There's a strike. Klein only played in 10 games last season, made 5 starts for the Falcons. 14 games, 5 starts as a freshman the year before. Marcus High School in Texas. He was a 6A Defensive Player of the Year, and you can see why as we watch him catching this one.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal behind the plate. Gets rid of the ball extremely quick, and the most important attribute as a catcher, accuracy. Puts it below the knees, second base side, both times here today.
The count is full on Klein, 1 down here in the 6th. Got him. 93-mile-per-hour fastball past Klein.
Yeah, Russell been working that cutter-slider combo outside. Comes back with a straight one right there and gets it past Klein for the second out.
Second strikeout for Zach Russell. Top of the order at Neednoggle. That one slice foul. Neednoggle came into today hitting .444. He's 0 for 3. Average now at an even .400. California native at Hart High School, chose the academy, said to fly for my country, graduate from college, play a little baseball along the way.
Sounds like a pretty good gig.
It's working out well for him so far. Hitting .400 in his senior season. To the right side, Sutter flips to Hollins. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Zach Russell. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. South Carolina leads Air Force 4-2. Warm and sunny, and then Saturday, weather delay, and then it turned out to be a nice day. Today, weather, bit of an issue, not because of the rain, but because of the cold and the wind. Getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Gamecocks against Brantingham, who's been good out of the pen, Grayson, for Air Force.
He's been very good. Really kind of steadied the ship for Air Force.
LeCroy's 2 for 2, singles in the 1st and the 3rd. South Carolina, disappointing performance on Friday against Army, bounced back against Navy yesterday, shut him out. LeCroy, a big reason why. Offensive production, caught a great game yesterday. Coach Maneri said he's just very proud of the guys the way they bounced back. So that was about as complete a game as we've played. I think the base running was phenomenal. We swung the bats, a lot more aggressiveness. Amp Phillips on the mound set the tone. When your pitcher goes out there and pitches like that, pounds the zone, works fast. The guys really enjoyed playing behind him. He said it was also nice playing with the lead.
Yeah, and that was really the big problem on Friday, was just too many free passes.
Line to center, sliding catch made by Bradshaw.
Lee Croy finds another barrel right there with 2 strikes, but back to Friday, yeah, just too many free passes. It's not like they got hit around the yard. Later in the game, Army started to do some damage and hit some home runs, but a lot of that damage was done after walks and free passes. Yesterday, Phillips was phenomenal. The bats.
Yeah, he really was. Coach Maneri said we recruited him here to pitch like he did that day. Looks so confident out there, so in charge. Overcame everything that came his way and made a lot of big pitches.
Yeah.
Scobie at the plate. 0 for 2. That's a fair ball. Boyd, the long throw. Got him. Tough play made by the Air Force third baseman. As he ranged all the way towards the line, Grayson.
Yeah, nice job right there by Boyd. No rule saying you have to throw that ball all the way in the air. Good low, long hop, gives your first baseman a chance. Gets it over there quicker.
Strike one to Dawson Harmon. Harmon's 1 for 2. Doubled and scored a run in the second, struck out in the third. In the hole, 0-2. Harmon, a junior college transfer from the College of Central Florida. He was a first-team JUCO All-American last season. High fly ball, right field wind taking this one into foul territory and out of play. There's a souvenir.
Harmon's gotten a heavy dose of breaking balls this at bat. That's, I believe, all 4 pitches this at bat have been breaking balls from Branningham.
I mentioned Harmon, a JUCO transfer, but he did spend his freshman season playing D1 baseball at High Point in 2024. 40 games, 19 starts with the Panthers. Two and 2 the count on Harmon. Called strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for Brantingham, who entered this game in the second. He's cruising, keeping Air Force in it. Carolina leads 4-2. South Carolina second left-hander, Alex Valentin.
And Zach Russell came in and did his job and hands it over to Valentin. Been really good through 2 appearances so far. 4 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts for the transfer from Texas State.
2 appearances against Northern Kentucky, earned the save opening day. With 3 2/3 scoreless, 6 strikeouts on Saturday, the day after, 60 pitches in relief. It was a short relief appearance on opening day on Friday. Dealing with 2, 3, and 4 for the Falcons. Bradshaw pops it up. Sutter gives way to Bach, and Bach makes the play. So one down for Air Force. Number 3 hitter due up in Trip Garish.
Hey, let's go, Chad. Let's go, Trip. I'm Trip.
Garish is 3 for 3. 3 of the 7 hits for the Falcons. Singles in the first, the third, and the fifth. .94 from Valentin.
Right here, Chad. Here you go, Trip. Trip. Here.
0-2 the count.
Trip. Possible now. Keep getting it off. Trip. Come on, Trip. I'm 10. Come on, out. Let's go, Theodore. Here we go, Trip. In this pitch right here.
The other way, slicing foul. Valentin, Grayson, a guy is fun to watch on the mound. He's a little quirky. Does a shoulder shimmy. It's more about rhythm. It's not about showing up your opponent.
No, it's not a. Does it every time out of the windup. He is fun to watch. We're talking in the preseason with Coach Maneri, kind of emotion on his sleeve, similar to Garrett Gainey, who was here a couple years ago. Left-handed pitcher. That's the shimmy right there.
Right back to Valentin, drops the ball, recovers, fires to first in time.
Valentin, 2-strike pitch there off the end of the bat from Garish. Made it a little harder on himself, but recovers nicely and fires to Hollins.
Started running to first before he had it.
I love guys that, especially late in the game, that pitch with a lot of confidence. Valentin, obviously, one of those guys.
He was a Friday night starter at Texas State, capable of jumping into the rotation here for South Carolina if they want to do that. Coach Maneri said you just have to make sure that the bullpen is strong enough that we can afford to do that at some point if we want to. Valentin off the mound. The long throw. Got him. Well, 1-2-3 seventh. Time to stretch here at Founders Park, South Carolina, 4-2. Seventh, Gamecocks lead 4-2. Let's talk a little bit about the Air Force and MLB. Everyone knows Paul Skeens started his career at Air Force as a two-way star before finishing at LSU as a pitcher only. Skeens played there in 2021-22, won the John Olerud Award, 410 as a freshman.
Yeah, I think he made the right decision moving to pitcher. I think a lot of people kind of 1A, 1B, best pitcher in Major League Baseball right now with my boy Tarek Skubal. But
I'll tell you what though, Grayson, he wasn't the only, or I should say even first Air Force pitcher to make the majors. That's Griffin Jacks, who played at Air Force from 2014 to 16, then was a third-round pick of the Minnesota Twins. He made his MLB debut June 8th, 2021 with the Twins, spent 5 seasons Twins bullpen. Then last season he traded to the Rays for Taj Bradley. He's an officer in the United States Air Force Reserve.
yeah, I was with Griffin in spring training in 2023 with the Twins. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And right when I got there, and I went out to catch his first appearance in spring training. I'm a new guy just trying to learn everybody. And I was asking some of the pitchers and players about him. They said, just call slider every time.
Okay.
One of the best sliders I've ever caught in my life. I believe metrically it was the best slider in baseball. So I called slider just about every time.
Had some nice seasons with Minnesota. Now Tampa Bay right. Bottom of the order for the Gamecocks, 7, 8, 9. Here's Hollins.
Stay with it! Stay with it!
That's going to be out of the reach of Boyd. Bo Hollins making his return to the starting lineup today. He's 2 for 2. RBI single in the second, scored a run, and then singled again in the fourth. Hollins coming off a fine freshman season for South Carolina. Hit .308, 6 homers, and 24 runs batted in. Had a .989 fielding percentage. 3 4-hit games, all of those were in SEC play, as were all 6. He's ahead in the count, 3-1. Ryan, the new pitcher on the mound for Air Force.
Ryan coming in. How about Bowen Brantingham? 4 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Really came in, did his job phenomenally, kept Air Force in this tight ball game.
He's the player of the game right now for Air Force.
Without a question.
Ball 4. So leadoff walk for Hollins here in the bottom of the 7th. He's aboard for the 3rd time today. We're going to have a pinch hitter for UHAS. Ethan Lazama. Lazama's a senior from Guam. He's a transfer from Western Kentucky. Those are his numbers last season with the Hilltoppers. Excellent, 336, 15 homers, 60 driven in. So far this season, Lazama's hitting .227. 5 for 22 at the plate.
Seeing some positive signs from Lazama this weekend. Hit some balls on the screws.
Two years of junior college baseball, Gulf State College, Pensacola, Florida, and 2 years at Western Kentucky. Beneficiary of the Pavia rule. It's in 5th year.
Yep.
One on, nobody out. That pitch way outside. Strikeout for Ryan, he gets Lazama.
Couple of tall pitchers here for Air Force. Ryan standing 6'6". Brantingham was 6'5".
You can have a conversation eye to eye. Those guys, Grayson, you have to look down at me.
Nah.
Foul ball off the bat of Bach, who's 0 for 2. Tyler Bach grounded out in the 2nd, bounced into a double play in the 4th.
Let's go, Forrest. Let's go, Dave. Let's go,
Sutter, Grayson, moved up in the order. Bach started the season as a hero.
Yep.
A couple of 2-run singles, come from behind victory and a walk-off. The opening series against Northern Kentucky. Started out really hot, but struggling of late, moved down to 6th yesterday and 9th today, going the other way here.
Yeah, he's had a tough go of it this weekend. Now 0 for 11 on the weekend, but still like his upside and his future for the season.
Coaches love his upside as well. Former 3-hole hitter at Wofford. They were hoping he'd be a table setter this season. Someone who uses the whole field. He can bunt, he can steal when he gets on base. Plays good defense. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan. 2 down.
Looked like a changeup right there. Really nice pitch, kind of stays knees and below the entire time. They're able to get Bach just a hair out in front for the second out.
Now it's Craddock. Up the middle, Neednagel. Steps on second, gets the force. And we're through 7. Score remains Gamecocks 4, Air Force 2. For the top of the 8th, Mr. Sam. Luck charm for the Gamecocks, Grayson, all alone out there in the bleachers, braving the wind.
He's a trooper. Got his layers on.
The 2 through 5 hitters for Air Force have done all the damage in this one. I'll look for some production in the back half of their lineup. And 5 through 7 due up here in the 8th.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Hunte. Tom Pierce here. Be the leader. CT. Come on, 2.
All the hits from the 2 through 5 hitters. This is the 5-hitter, Christian Taylor. He's got a multi-hit game. He's aboard for the 3rd time.
That's another one for that 2 through 5. Gets a fastball out over the plate. Shoots it right back up the middle.
Let's go, get yours, walk. Come, baby.
Well, we're gonna have a pinch hitter now for Air Force. Walker Zapp. Now he's the starting catcher for Air Force. And Zapp is the team captain. He's their preseason all Mountain West selection. This was his first game of the year that he did not start. It's been a tough open to the season for Zapp, who attacks the first pitch. Flies out to Bach. He's now just 2 for 26 on the season.
That's been a tough start for the year for Zapp, but there's a reason they voted him as the team captain. Kind of get out of that rut he's in.
That's a guy who hit .330 with 7 homers and 43 runs batted in last season from the catcher position.
Yep.
1-on-1 down. Here's Luke Elmore. Valentin flips to first. 2 down. Taylor advances to second on the play, so he's in scoring position.
A couple of quick 1-pitch outs right there for Valentin. With the fly out to center and the tapper back to the mound.
Landon Boyd will step in looking for a 2-out RBI. Try to pull Air Force within 1. Boyd's 0 for 3, struck out in the second, popped up in the fourth, and then flew out to center field in the sixth. Up and in. This will allow Taylor to advance to third. So he's 90 feet closer. Wild pitch from Valentin. Boyd, the starting third baseman, power threat. He's a former catcher. His knees were bothering him a bit earlier in his career, and so they taught him how to play third. Saw a lot of time as a freshman in 2023. Made 32 starts that season. There's a strike. Then just 4 starts as a sophomore in 24 and 8 starts last season as a junior. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here up in the 8th.
That's just 2 perfectly executed pitches right there from Valentin. 2-0 count, and dots 2 fastballs right on the outside corner to Boyd.
Count is full. Texas State transfer Valentin deals a 3-2. Valentin strikes out Boyd, and Air Force will leave a runner at third.
Yeah, he set that up with a couple of fastballs right there. Goes with a breaking ball down. Good job by Lee Croy firing to first. So we head to the bottom of the 8th, 4-2 South Carolina.
Carolina leads Air Force 4-2 as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th. Grayson, you've been impressed with the bullpen for the Falcons, now 5 1/3 scoreless.
Yeah, they've been fantastic. Branningham and now Ryan, but leadoff home run from Craddock and then 3 spot in the bottom of the second, 4-0 quick, and nothing since. Those 2 guys, primarily Branningham with his 4 1/3 scoreless, have just kept Air Force in the game and given them a chance here late. South Carolina looking to put some distance between themselves.
And Ryan pitched a scoreless 7th. Look to do the same in the 8th. 2, 3, and 4 for the Gamecocks. Evans looking to get on. He's been on base twice. RBI double in the second. He walked in the 5th. That pitch is low and outside.
I feel like Branningham and Ryan are almost identical, both 6'5" and 6'6". Neither guy overly overpowering with the fastball, but a ton of sink on the fastball. And not hard contact from either one.
Evans currently hitting .316, 6 for 19 on the season. That's well hit, headed towards the gap. Bradshaw gets it in quickly. There's a play at second, safe. Second double of the day for Patrick Evans.
Well, there's some hard contact there, and I watched Evans right out of the box.
Challenging the ruling of safe at second base is under further review.
We're going to get another challenge, but Evans put his head down and was running as hard as he could out of the box the entire way. Slides to the inside.
Did he beat the tag of Hanoi? And let's take another look here.
I'm not saying a word, Dave.
You won the last one. You're 1 for 2.
Well, the umpire made me question myself a little bit. Oh, that's really close.
I'm giving him the double, Grayson.
I think so too. Love to see him get a little more to the inside with that slide, but because of the angle he was coming in at with the wide turn at first, it's hard to get that far inside quickly enough. Love the hustle there with nobody out trying to get in scoring position. Kind of said it opening weekend, Evans is just a ball player.
If this stands, it'll be the 5th double of the season for Patrick Evans.
I think with the angle they're showing on the video board right now, it's kind of that angle from center field. This one here, I mean, you can't tell if the glove's touching them there. Clear to overturn it. So a big call.
Gamecocks looking for a little bit of insurance here in the bottom of the 8th. Gonna have runner in scoring position with nobody out. Logan Sutter is due up. Lexington native, mentioned earlier in the game, back-to-back trips to the JUCO College World Series, outstanding JUCO program, Florence Darlington Tech. He was an All-American last season. From baseball family, his father, Barry, played at ULM.
After review, the runner is safe. Air Force has 1 challenge remaining.
Got that one.
You're 1 for 1. You take them from here on out, Dave.
I'll tell you what, that's the 5th double of the season for Evans. He's got 7 hits on the year, Grayson. 5 of them doubles, 1 of them a home run.
Yeah,
Just 1 single.
He's just very twitchy and explosive as an athlete. I really love how short and quick his swing is. For home runs or for doubles, he's just trying to barrel the ball up. This is him on display there, getting 2nd.
We're gonna have a pinch hitter for South Carolina. This is Jack Reynolds. Pinch hitting for Logan Sutter.
I see a bunt here. Yep.
Pulls it back and takes ball 1. Gamecocks playing some small ball here, it looks like. Trying to tack on an insurance run. Speaking of local players, Reynolds right here in Columbia, South Carolina. Takes a strike. He's a junior college transfer as well from Gulf Coast State College in Pensacola. Saw him off the bench on Wednesday. Got his first start Tuesday against Wofford. 1 for 5, an RBI single. Pitch outside. Saw him in a couple of games off the bench opening weekend against NKU.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you know you're going to bunt here to bring Reynolds in, he was probably going to come in as a defensive replacement for Sutter in the 9th.
Reynolds gets the job done. Evans advances to 3rd. The sacrifice is successful.
Yeah, nice job right there from Reynolds, just deadening that ball. Easily gets Evans over to 3rd.
So runner at 3rd with 1 down. RBI, opportunity for Talmadge Lecroy, who has 7 of them already this season.
Gamecocks It's 2 for 4 today with the runners in scoring position. Gonna get a mound visit.
What do you do here, Grayson? Do you put LeCroy on? He's been so hot. If you're Air Force, he's 2 for 3 today. It seems like every game he's having a multi-hit game. You have a runner on third with 1 out. If you walk him, you can take the bat out of his hands and set up a potential double play. Scobie, of course, a terrific player in his own right. He's due up after LeCroy.
Yeah, we may get somewhat of a pseudo-intentional walk. Maybe see if you can play infield in, get LeCroy to chase. A couple early. If you go 2-0 on him, you just put him on, go to Scobie.
The way he's been swinging the bat, I'm not sure I'd want to give him anything to hit.
Yeah, even his out today was a line drive to center field. They are going to play infield in.
We'll see how this plays out. Runner on third, 1 down. Going after him.
Ryan also has that heavy sinker as well. A big hole in the middle of the field. Shortstop shaded heavily towards the 6 hole.
It's 0-2.
Big sweeper.
Strikes him out on 3 pitches. Ryan gets LeCroy, 2 down.
Fantastic job from Ryan. Got him to 0-2 and slow him down, speed him up with the fastball up. LeCroy would like to have that one back. You see he's frustrated with himself.
Strikes out a hot hitter. That leaves it up to KJ Scobie. Looking for a 2-out RBI. 0-1 the count. Scobie 0 for 3 today, though he was robbed of a hit in the third by Hanoi, over at second. Popped up. Foul territory. Klein gives it a look. Oh, 0-2 the count on Scobie. Seven runs batted in on the season. The Gamecock shortstop. Called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. Gets Ryan out of trouble. And the Gamecocks will leave a runner at third, Grayson.
Yeah, that's not at all where Ryan was trying to go with that pitch. Scobie not thrilled with it. Thought it broke around the plate, but gets the job done for Air Force. To the top of the mound, 4-2 Carolina.
Alex Valentin on the mound for South Carolina. Looking for a multi-inning save, Grayson. This is his 3rd inning of work.
Yeah, he's only thrown 20 pitches. He's looked very sharp.
Number 9 hitter at the plate. 0 for 3. One and 1 the count on Klein. Harmon. Strong throw gets Klein.
It's just such a good weapon for this bullpen. As you said, Dave's got some length already built in, can go long relief, can close out a game. Could be a guy we maybe see close out a game on a Friday night, come back Sunday and throw multiple innings. Just multiple roles available to him.
Value and versatility. Scobie, the throw's offline. Air Force has their base runner. They'll bring the tying run to the plate. Neednagel on first.
Scobie did the tough part. That ball had some spin on it. Ball hops up right there on him. It's well wide of Hollins over there at first.
It's an E6. First error of the game for South Carolina. Here's Bradshaw. Bradshaw, multi-hit game. He's 2 for 4.
This is that part of the order we referenced earlier, that 2 through 5. And doing most of the production here today for Air Force.
All 8 of their hits coming, the 2 through 5 hitters.
A couple good fastballs right there from Valentin right at the bottom.
That one misses. 1-2 the count. Blocked by LeCroy.
That hurt. Oh. Great job by LeCroy, but I know that feeling, and he's going to be in pain for a while. Do anything you can to keep that ball in front.
After what happened to his thumb last year,
Yep.
just hold your breath on that.
Cold, too. He's not going to have feeling in that thumb.
2-2 the count on Caden Bradshaw. So our umpire gives LeCroy some extra time. Bradshaw, valedictorian. Caught, strike 3. Valentin gets Bradshaw looking. 2 down in the 9th.
Great pitch right there. Similar spot as Scobie got rung up to his half inning right there. See the home plate umpires giving some room off the inside part to these right-handed hitters. Valentin takes advantage of it.
Leaves it up to the number 3 hitter, Trip Garish. Garish, great game. He's 3 for 4. Singles in the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. He grounded out his last time up in the 7th. Two 2-0 the count. Thirteen multi-hit games last season for Garish, has one today. There's a strike. Neednagel, your runner on first, takes his lead. The 2-1. 2-2. One strike away. That pitch is outside. The runner from first was on the move. So Niednagel now on second. The 3-2. Valentin shuts the door. He strikes out Garish. And South Carolina defeats Air Force 4-2.
Valentin's entire outing, he showed the ability to spot that fastball down and away to lefties and into righties, and comes up with back-to-back strikeouts looking to end this one here today. Great job by him coming out of the bullpen.
4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for the Gamecocks. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Falcons. All the damage was done early, Grayson. 4 runs in the first 2 innings. Credit Air Force and their bullpen for keeping it close the entire way, but in the end, they couldn't get the big hit, and South Carolina holds on 4-2.
Yeah, both bullpens did a phenomenal job. As you said, a lot of this damage done early in the game. South Carolina being able to put up a 3 spot there in the second and hold that lead throughout the game and come away with a win.
On the schedule for Air Force tomorrow, they'll face Charleston in Charleston. Meanwhile, South Carolina has a couple of days off, and they will face Queens in the midweek on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. here at Founders Park. That'll do it for us here in Columbia. For Grayson Greiner and the rest of our crew, I'm Dave Weinstein saying so long from Founders, where South Carolina has defeated Air Force 4-2.